Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. We just wanted to start this video kind of prefacing March and what March is for us. Today specifically is March 15th, which is Juliana, if you don't know, or if you didn't watch the video from December 18th. That is my younger sister who passed away in 2017. Today was her birthday, so she would have been 23 years old, and it's super weird, of course, but that's not the only reason March is hard/weird. March is also Joe's dad's birthday. On the 5th was his birthday. And then it also is March 18th, which is the day last year, so it'll be 1 year this year, that Joe's dad passed away.
So, you know, it's a tough year. It's always the hardest in the first year that the person that you love, or your father or brother, whoever it may be, is gone and has left this world. I don't know. It's weird for me. I don't know if I've fully coped with it just yet. I don't know. I've been very distracted this year. It's hard to kind of mentally get in the mode where you just want to think about him and break down and have these moments. But when you're working and going to school and it's a global pandemic, life isn't normal, so your mental state's not going to be normal as well. It just follows that way. But I mean, other than that, I think that throughout this year I've kind of been the person that people rely on for comfort and strength in this time. Wake of losing a father, my mother losing her husband of 25 years, and my siblings also losing a father. It's kind of endearing that they turn to me and allow me to help them through it, because that's how I was raised. My dad raised me that way, and he always wanted me to be the strength of the family when he couldn't be. So that's my goal, is to just be there for them. I have my own ways of dealing with it, and it may not be conventional, but there is no real way or right way to grieve. It's just however it comes to you. But so obviously this Thursday, day after St. Patrick's Day, will mark 1 year since his death. And we're just gonna get together as a family and just remember him and just be together and make memories together. That's what he loved more than anything in life, is just being with his family. So that's what we're gonna do, and we're just gonna keep moving on and keep pushing forward and just live our lives the way he would have wanted us to live it. So that's all I really have to say about that. So, 1 year ago today, this month, the world shut down.
March, we can say, is probably the weirdest month for everybody, because last year, I think everyone can agree, they were in a completely different world, basically. And then all of a sudden, the pandemic starts, and everyone has to be home, and everyone's lives changed.
Yeah, so that's March.
Yeah, so March, just to recap it all, is weird. March is weird.
It's a funky month.
Yes, at least we get St. Patrick's Day, right, where we all celebrate being Irish, even if we aren't. So, yes, this beginning of the video was a little bit different, and we've never done like a sit down together, and we kind of just wanted everyone to know what we've been dealing with for March. It's been weird. But in the rest of this video, it's going to be different, so continue watching. I just wanted to end this part by saying happy birthday, Juliana.
Happy birthday, Ju.
And I decided today to spoil myself a little bit, and I got the big bottle of tequila, and I got margaritas. I splashed a bit, but I just wanted to say cheers to Joe Sr. and cheers to Juliana, and they will have forever changed March for us.
Okay. Cheers.
Happy St. Patrick's Day. We're starting
Cheers.
with Guinness. And
the only appropriate beer to have on St. Patrick's
for this video, we've decided to do some Irish dishes. So we're going to make Irish potato cakes. They basically are potato pancakes. I looked up a little recipe and we're just gonna try it out. Never have made them before. And then also, we want to do a corned beef hash, and Joe says the can
It's all right. It's pretty good.
is fine.
I would have liked to make like actual corned beef brisket, but it takes like probably 10 hours to make, and we did not have time for that. We both work today, so that's not happening. So can's gonna have to do.
So I don't believe I've ever had this before, like corned beef hash. So we'll see how this turns out, but that's gonna be later. For now, I'm going to be preparing the potatoes, and then we're gonna boil them, and then I'll show you how to make the potato cakes that I looked up. And then I'm gonna let Joe do the canned hash.
And I'm gonna cook up some eggs too. Might
Yeah.
as well. We're
We'll
gonna
do
make a
like
little
a breakfast.
Yeah. Jinx, you owe me a Guinness.
Well, you have one.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that, it's like magic. Okay, so I'm gonna start by peeling these potatoes, and then I'm gonna boil them, and then we'll continue.
Let us begin. I just want to point this out. America's #1 selling hash. Who comes up with this? You know what I mean? Who's
designated America's #1 judge?
Who
We
rates
need to know.
this? I mean, there's a lot of Irish people in America. I doubt that they think this is the best corned beef hash in America, but whatever. I'll see you guys soon.
So first, I washed my potatoes. Now they're all ready to go. Actual first step is wash your hands, then wash your potatoes, and then pull your hair back, because there's nothing more disgusting than hair in your food. All right, so let's peel. I'm very slow when I peel my potatoes because I have cut my finger before, and let me tell you, it's not fun, and I never really ever want to do it again. The potatoes are all cut up, and they're about this thickness for all of them. Maybe some are a little bit thicker, but for the most part, they're all very even and as close as I could get them. Now I'm going to boil them, and I will check back with you guys once these are boiled and ready to be mashed. First, we've decided Joe's gonna start mashing the potatoes. Directions that I read call for 3 cups of mashed potatoes, and we're going to have Joe mash them. We're gonna measure it out. We have a 2-cup measuring cup here, and see what, when it's all mashed, it comes out to. We have 3 cups of mashed potatoes. It's gonna call for 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1 egg, 1/2 cup of flour, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and 2 ounces of butter. So depending on how much we have here, we will either double it or whatever we have to do. So we're gonna mash those potatoes, and then we're gonna go according to what we have and see what we need to add to the recipe. So we have measured it out, and basically what we have is double the amount. So we'll just be doubling everything. So Joe's going to do the flour. We're going to need a full cup of flour, and I'll start with the eggs. We're gonna do 2 eggs, because originally it needed 1 for just the 3 cups. So obviously I'm gonna use 2. Teaspoon of onion powder, and we're also gonna do a teaspoon of garlic powder, just because I think that sounds delicious. And we will put in the description what we're doing. We'll do the regular recipe, and then you know to double it if you have double the amount of potatoes. So now we'll just mix it all together. That's what it looks like. Oh, I forgot the butter. Joe melted the butter. I think that would work better than putting in cold butter. We ended up using a whole stick. So if you are going to do just the 3 cups of mashed potato version, you would use half a stick. Just a little keynote. So now we're gonna pour some flour on here so that it doesn't stick, and then we have to knead it. So we'll see how this works out because it kind of looked more together on the video. So flouring your hand is definitely key, kind of like everything else, so that it doesn't stick to you while you're trying to make it into a dough almost kind. Also, if you're Irish and we're doing this absolutely wrong, please let us know, because this is our first time making this and we'd like to know if we're messing up. So we kneaded it out as much as possible. It's still very sticky, and we're just gonna cut the circles and fry them up and see how that goes. The potato cakes are not turning into perfect circles how we originally thought they would. This is what they look like. So the butter has been going. That's what it looks like. We scoop one up, throw it in. So here are the first 4. They're nice and brown. They look just like pancakes, and we're gonna try them. Smells like a pancake, but also smells like garlic powder and onion powder. That was good. That was very good.
Yeah.
So our second batch we made a little bit thinner, but those are nice. They're like, how would you describe these?
I don't know. That's like,
It's so different. It's
something
so
I've
different.
never had before.
But it's very, very good. They smell like pierogies when
Yeah.
you're cooking them, but they don't taste like pierogies, obviously. They're
I
Irish.
feel like I could definitely, we definitely probably overfloured them, but at this point it's like you kind of need to, because they were just it was just sticking together.
Yeah.
It was like,
You couldn't get it
it was
off.
like how would you describe it? It was almost like
It was like glue.
it was like putty,
Yeah, but like,
but it just wouldn't dry up. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's a little floury, but I mean, for a first time cooking them, I think they're pretty good. I don't know.
yeah, I really like them. I would definitely make these again. Okay, so the potato cakes are done. This is what they look like.
Blam.
We haven't tried the newer, flatter ones. We're gonna try that at the same time that we try the corned beef from a can.
From a can.
I-
Kirra thinks it smells like dog food.
I think it smells and looks like dog food. So I'm sorry if I've offended anybody by saying that. I don't think I would, because it is from a can, and I would never say that from somebody who cooked it in person for all the time it takes, ever. I know it wouldn't smell like this.
You're gonna love it.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. I don't think so. But this is what that looks like, and tell me if you agree. Joe's with his egg.
Bam. Good
Cheers.
stuff. Cheers. It's not bad, right?
It's decent, but it's not bad. Now we're gonna watch the rest of season 4 of Rebels.
Star Wars Rebels, to be
Yes.
exact.
We're going to eat our dinner, and then we will talk to you guys later. So today is March 18th, and we are over with the family, and we're going to go to the gravesite later and fly a kite, I believe.
See my dad.
Hang out. Don't mind the dogs. So that's it for this video. We post every Wednesday/Thursday.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, and make sure you have the bell notification button on, so that way you guys are updated every time we post. But yeah, that'll do it for us today.
We'll see you next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye.